Okay, today we are tackling one of the most incredible structures ever built, the Great Wall of China. For centuries, right, it's been this ultimate symbol of defense. But what if its biggest secret wasn't about keeping people out, but about letting soldiers out? A brand new discovery is literally rewriting the history of this amazing place.
You know that picture we all have in our heads? This huge, unbroken wall snaking its way across the mountains of China? It's a shield, built to stop invaders in their tracks. But what if that's not the whole story? What if the world's greatest defense wasn't just for defense?
Yeah. What if this massive wall was also designed to attack? That's the incredible idea we're unpacking today, and believe me, it all starts by blowing up that classic image we all have of the wall. For basically forever, we've all, historians, tourists, you name it, we've pictured the Great Wall as this solid, impenetrable line. You know, a massive feat of pure defensive engineering.
This idea of a completely sealed-off border was just the truth. The wall basically screamed, "You shall not pass." It was this static, passive barrier. Or so we thought.
But here is where the story gets really, really cool. You know, sometimes to see the past more clearly, you need the tech of the future. And that's exactly what happened here.
So, researchers started using drones to get these continuous, super high-resolution images from the air. And with this new bird's-eye view, they started seeing things, patterns that just didn't quite add up. They found passages that had been hiding in plain sight for hundreds of years.
Over 220. Let that sink in. That's how many of these hidden passages they've found so far. And we're not just talking about gates or watchtowers. Nope, these are secret doors, deliberately hidden, woven right into the fabric of the Great Wall itself.
So what are these things exactly? Well, they're incredibly sophisticated, camouflaged passages. They weren't for traders or for everyday folks to use. They were built for one specific purpose: covert military operations.
And the real genius is in how they were built. I mean, this wasn't just about sticking a door in a wall. This was about making that door completely invisible. So how they pull it off? The engineering here is just brilliant because it's totally two-faced. If you're an enemy on the outside looking at the wall, you see nothing, just solid stone. The door was perfectly camouflaged with the exact same bricks, but from the inside, it was a hollowed-out passage, a secret exit just waiting for soldiers to pour out of. I mean, the tactical thinking is just incredible.
This whole discovery completely changes how we should think about the wall's purpose. It wasn't just some giant shield. It was this dynamic weapon of war, one that could flip from defense to offense in a heartbeat.
I mean, it begs the question, right? Why on earth would you build weak spots into what's supposed to be your greatest defense? Well, the answer is just pure strategic genius.
Okay, so this is the crucial part. These doors were total game changers. They had three main functions. First up, surprise attacks. Just imagine an army camped at the base of the wall, thinking they're safe, and suddenly soldiers are pouring out of what looked like solid rock. Then, they were perfect for sending out spies to gather intelligence. And finally, and this is huge, they allowed for super fast troop movement. Soldiers could move through the wall for a massive tactical edge, instead of having to march all the way around it.
So when you put all this together, it adds up to a complete rethink of one of the most famous landmarks on the planet. We're not just adding a little note to its history, we're basically writing a whole new chapter. This is way more than just a cool archaeological find. It forces us to reconsider the military strategies of ancient China and the very soul of what the Great Wall was. It was smarter, it was more complex, and honestly, way more aggressive than we ever gave it credit for.
So, the next time you see a picture of the Great Wall, don't just see a long, quiet barrier. See it for what we now know it was: a tool for ambushes, a gateway for spies, a living, breathing military system designed to project power way beyond its stone face.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? After all this time, the Great Wall is still giving up its secrets, and it leaves us with this one last fascinating question. What other huge truths from our past are still out there just hiding in plain sight, waiting for the right piece of tech to bring them into the light?